Richard has said before, or at least acknowledged, that he's got a problem and he's an alcoholic, but it's a problem he can handle and he has control over.
Well, everybody who's got a problem thinks it's a problem they can handle. You know, when it comes to that, it's very difficult. Most people, it's very difficult for them to say, I have a drinking problem, because if they did, they would stop drinking. Richard admits he has a drinking problem and then continues to drink.
I don't think Richard's ever going to stop drinking. I mean, he thinks he's a social drinker.
I think he's lying when he says he sees it as a problem. I think he's placating us. I don't think he sees it as an issue.
Oh, you think he doesn't think he has a problem? You think he doesn't think he has a problem?
Right,
he's just saying it to shut everybody up here.
Yeah, because if you have a problem, wouldn't you address it?
Not necessarily, but if you feel like, yeah, I got a problem, but I'm on top of it, I have some control over it. I mean, that's always been Richard's attitude ever since this came up. He loves to drink. Sometimes he goes a little over the line, and he knows it, but he feels like he can keep it in check. Richard, we're talking about you behind your back, and now you're here.
We get to talk about something we've never talked about on the wrap-up show before, my drinking and my gayness.
Hey, it came up on today's show, which means we talk about it on the wrap-up show.
Why don't we talk about my heroin a little more, you ass licker? Write another fucking song parody about my weight and heroin, you dickwad.
And Artie clearly feeling better right now and good enough to give you advice, and heartfelt advice, I thought, about addressing what he thinks is a problem in your life.
Mm-hmm.
You don't think it's a problem?
I appreciate it. Yeah, well...
Listen, I love Richard. Speak, and then I'll talk again.
It definitely... They make it sound like a problem on the air. I haven't had a problem with them because I'm just out having fun. To me, what it boils down to is fun equals drinking. Drinking equals fun. I'm having fun out there. I'm just doing my thing. Life is short. I want to have fun.
And you don't think your behavior changes at all when you're really shit-faced?
Well, I mean, I haven't gone to jail because of it yet, knock on wood.
I'm not saying it's criminal.
That's your gauge.
I just, I get happy when I drink. I'm not an angry drunk, and it doesn't seem to cause problems. I mean, being in a wheelchair at Tampa Airport wasn't a problem for anybody.
Was it embarrassing to you?
No, not really. I mean, you're looking at a guy who, streaks where he works and gets naked. Nothing embarrasses me, really.
No, but in a way, it is causing trouble because now it's an issue at work. Howard isn't being joking when he's saying this. He's worried about you, and that's your boss worried about you. You're getting drunk at your boss's engagement party. People are talking about it more. Physically, your appearance is changing. You're getting red in the face. You're starting to look like Dom DeLuise if you stayed in the tanning salon too long. You're changing for the worse because of drinking.
But
people are noticing that.
Let me play devil's advocate for a second, just so we can have both sides. Richard, have you ever missed a day of work because of drinking?
No.
Have you ever missed a gig because of drinking?
No.
Have you been arrested because of drinking?
No.
So, aside from when you drink on the weekends, does it affect your job or life at all?
Not at all.
Does your girlfriend not want to be with you because you drink too much?
No.
So he can play that in.
Yeah,
I understand what Artie's saying, but now Richard will play that in.
But Garrett, okay, he hasn't missed a day of work, but it is affecting his work in some way. It's a subject at work, and millions of people are hearing about it, and it could affect him getting other work. His girlfriend is a wonderful person, but who knows? I don't know this for sure. Maybe she drinks a little too much, too. I don't know, and maybe you're enabling each other. That's something. You two are a sweet couple, but maybe you got to look at that and maybe live a little healthier. I sound like a preacher because I'm an asshole. I've done every wrong thing in the world, and it did fuck up my life. And because I worked for a great man, he didn't fire me, and I'm still alive. And who knows? I may relapse. I could sound like a hypocrite. That happens, but I know that being wheeled in a wheelchair in an airport, that affects your life. People know about it. But it makes people look differently upon you, and those people, their decisions could affect your life.
So what makes you look at Richard more differently? Getting wheeled in a wheelchair in Tampa or licking Sal's taint? And I'm being totally serious when I say that.
One he did sober, so fine, and one he did because he was drunk. If he was drunk when he licked Sal's taint, that's why. Okay, he's just a crazy, fun guy, and he did that for the show. But he got drunk and got wheeled in a wheelchair. That's a drinking problem. That's an alcoholic. You're an alcoholic, and you got to admit that to yourself. It doesn't mean you have to stop drinking. A lot of alcoholics just say, fuck you, I'm going to keep drinking. And you're from Kansas. You're a man's man. I get it. I hate when people tell me what to do. But, dude, you're an alcoholic, and I love you, and I love you to death. You're funny, you're talented, you write music, which is something I'm envious of. But you know, Keith Richards did too, and he was a heroin addict. You know, it doesn't help your life, and that's all Howard's saying. Howard's being serious when he's saying that, and I know it sounds funny coming from me, but you know, maybe a guy who's been there is the one who can help you more.
Yeah, I just love it because I've never heard Richard referred to as a man's man.
No, he is. Because I mean, look, his father's a man's man. Richard grew up in Kansas. He didn't grow up like fucking Paris Hilton. You know what I mean? He knows how to work. He baled hay. He probably sucked cock for money. I don't know if that's true, but I'm just saying. I mean, that's a day's work. Sucking cock is a day's work, man. That's you know, you come home and you got to really shower.
A man's man leaves those messages for Will, and the man's man wants to see Brian Phelan naked on the show.
You don't want anybody to think you're gay, but when you were drunk, it affected your life because you left the homoist message on Will's fucking answering machine.
And I've given into that. I don't mind if people think I'm gay because I'm not gay, and I know
good because you are.
So
hey, Richard,
if people think it, I'm fine with it.
When you left that message,
well, everyone thinks it.
When you left that message, did you know you were leaving that message? Do you have no recollection of leaving that message?
I totally remember leaving that message. I was just messing around. I was. I call, you know, drunk people call, they drunk dial and call people and have a little fun.
And say, hey, dude, let's go to the game tomorrow. Let's gamble. Not, hey, I want to suck your cock and your ass is hot, Will.
Well, in all fairness to Richard, even when he's not drinking, he thinks the gay stuff is funny, which was proven today when he said, I have a great idea for the show. Let's get Brian Phelan.
Yeah, that came out of left field. By the way, let's get Phelan in here naked.
And you're a bear. You use the word that gay guys use seriously. You said he's a bear.
He is.
Well, I don't even know what to say right now.
I gotta say, I lost you on. I thought he was doing a comedy bit. I lost you on. But look at him. He's so. Cuddly.
He is. I mean, I'll walk by Brian in the hall and I'll just give him a big hug, and not as a gay thing. It feels good. It's like you're hugging a big beanbag or something. There's just something that feels good about wrapping your arms around something that's big and soft and cuddly.
And rubbing your soft on against his leg.
And I got news for you, dude. When people say when they hug me, it feels the same way. And if you hug me in the hall, I'm dropping you.
I'm not. I know better. Already.
Okay, good.
Well, Howard gave Richard some advice at the end of the time you were in there, and hit it, Teddy. I want to know if you're going to take this to heart.
You worry about you with the champagne and all the alcohol. Limit yourself to 2 glasses.
Oh, forget it, Howard.
That's
Robin,
no fun.
That's ridiculous.
This is what's going to prove to him he's an alcoholic. You're not allowed to have more than 2 drinks a day. On a given day. And you can't wait.
On Saturday, he can save them all up.
That's what I was going to say. If I don't drink during the week.
No more than 2 drinks a day.
2 drinks a day?
That's tough.
And you can't save him up. You can't wait till Sunday and have 14.
Yeah, because if I don't drink during the week, I get 10 drinks on Saturday.
Why is that so tough? I mean, you're a fun-loving guy. You need to drink to have a good time?
It definitely helps. Like, try going to a bar and not drinking. It's just boring.
I do every weekend when I do stand-up. And you know what?
I commend you for it. It's hard.
It takes willpower. It
does.
takes willpower.
But I think he's saying you have to do that because it's all or nothing. And Richard's saying in his mind, I've got it under control. But does he?
Under control? No, he doesn't. He doesn't have it under control.
Well,
that's where you're fooling yourself.
I know. Okay.
And look, 2 drinks a day and 3 cocks. Can you do that?